Hey viewers, you're watching The Savera and I'm Vidhi Joshi. Starting August 1, 2025, users of UPI apps like Google Pay, PhonePe, Paytm and others will begin to experience a series of subtle but important changes in how the system operates. These updates introduced by the National Payments Corporation of India aim to make UPI transactions more stable, efficient and reliable, especially during peak usage hours. While these changes won't drastically alter how you pay your cab fare or split a dinner bill, they will affect certain behind-the-scenes functionalities that are critical for power users and everyday convenience alike. One of the biggest changes invokes the timing of UPI autopay request. If you have enabled automatic payments like OTT subscriptions, rent deductions or systematic investment plans, you will notice these debits being scheduled during specific time windows rather than randomly throughout the day. From August 1, UPI platforms will have to process such auto-debit requests primarily during off-peak hours before 10 a.m., between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. or after 9:30 p.m. Some recurring mandates, especially those that run through UPI autopay APIs, will now be queued between 12 a.m. and 7 a.m. to reduce strain on servers and avoid transaction delays. Notifications for these mandates will still be sent to your phone, but don't be surprised if they start arriving early in the morning. Another significant adjustment is the introduction of a daily cap on how often you can check your account balance through UPI apps. For most users, balance checks might feel like an instant tap and swipe routine, often using Face ID or fingerprint authentication. However, these simple queries generate a large volume of API traffic on the backend. To curb potential system overloads and misuse by bots or overly aggressive apps, NPCI has now limited balance checks to 50% daily per app. Additionally, you will be able to retrieve information about linked bank accounts such as details associated with your mobile number only 25 times a day. Payment status updates, which often become the source of user anxiety during failed or delayed transactions, will also see more efficient handling. Many users have experienced the frustration of a UPI payment getting stuck with a processing or pending tag, even after money has been debited. Starting August, UPI apps will be required to provide real-time status updates for such transactions within seconds. Moreover, if a transaction does get stuck, you will be allowed to refresh or check its status only 3 times, with a 90-second mandatory gap between each attempt. All this has been designed to prevent repeated pings to the server, which can bog down the system for everyone. Adding a new bank account to your UPI app will also become slightly more secure, although with a bit more friction. In an effort to tighten verification and minimize fraud or accidental linkages, the process will now involve stricter checks for the bank's end. This could include secondary authentication steps to ensure that the account you are linking actually belongs to you. While this may slow down the linking process slightly, it significantly reduces the risk of unauthorized account additions. These reforms come in response to the massive surge in UPI usage, which crossed 16 billion transactions per month earlier this year. The level of traffic has caused periodic service interruptions, especially in April and May, when many users across India reported failed payments and long wait times. NPCI's analysis revealed that repeated API requests like balance inquiries, autopay verifications, and constant transaction status checks were a major cause of system congestion. By introducing these API-level restrictions and timing controls, the goal is to reduce unnecessary load on the UPI infrastructure while preserving speed and reliability for essential transactions. So while you won't need to change the way you use UPI for everyday tasks, you'll likely notice a few things working differently and a bit more smoothly. Whether it's an early morning autopay alert or a faster status update on a delayed payment, these changes are meant to make India's favorite digital payment system more resilient and user-friendly, one silent tweak at a time. That's all for now. Stay tuned to The Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.